Sun and shade. Did you
Sun
know
and
that?
shade.
Sun or shade, whatever.
And here's the other thing I did not know, deer resistant.
Yes, deer won't bother.
So, all right. So,
Look at these.
this is the newest version of Black-Eyed Susan. We all love a good Black-Eyed Susan, right? These are called Minibeckia, Flame Live, $31 or 3 easy pays at $10.33. All of our plants ship free. The potting mix that we're offering you, that ships free as well, so take advantage of it. You're going to get a plant in a 1-gallon pot. And here's the good news. These resist deer as well. And take a look. These are enormous flowers compared to the traditional Black-Eyed Susan. This is what Roberta's does best. They find us things that we love. Black-Eyed Susans, everybody loves a good Black-Eyed Susan. But wouldn't you want one that's 4 times as big in the flower size than the typical?
Yeah, Pat, a plant like this comes around, this is like generations. This is very, very hot in the horticulture industry. It's not even fair to call this a Black-Eyed Susan. I was just having this conversation with Devin. This was bred just a few years ago. Every year we brought it to QVC, it sells out. This is one of those perennials that outblooms the annuals, all right? And a perennial, so you're gonna get this year. This thing's just getting started. This year. And it's going to come back every year. Guess where my wife wanted to put this?
Where?
By the mailbox. We have
nice.
the best looking mailbox in town. And I only had to plant it once because it comes back every year. I don't have to go out and plant new stuff, new annuals. So it's a powerhouse of flowers. Big.
Look at that.
4 to 5 inch flowers.
Look how pretty
this is. That's not a Black-Eyed Susan.
Sure is not.
No.
Well, all the other Black-Eyed Susans in the neighborhood are
They're
going to be
teeny tiny, yeah.
jealous of
These are
this.
big and bold and colorful and very little effort.
I love the center of them.
Yeah, the cone.
Yeah, the cone. And there's a whole trick to this, but let me give you a couple of thoughts on this. So we're going to get one really good size plant. Look at that plant.
Look at this plant, guys.
Wow.
Now, Pat, you see the buds on the top?
Yeah, look.
I counted a baker's dozen.
Did you really?
Already.
Yeah, I
This
bet.
is how we're shipping it, guys.
Nice.
Right out of the box in a 1-gallon pot. And it's going to get this in about 6 weeks from when you get it.
How
and it's
fabulous
not
is that?
done yet. You saw those images with Court and Co. So this was bred by Garden Genetics. A good friend of ours, Rick Grazzini. He does a lot of stuff. We get first dibs for QVC, which is really nice.
You.
And we were a little skeptical. He's like, oh, you got to see this Rudbeckia, Black-Eyed Susan. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, they're so brown and they're dull. And, oh my gosh, when we put this in the trial garden, it's knocked our socks off.
Yeah.
Really.
And it's absolutely beautiful. Now, when I get the gallon pot home, do I need full sun, part sun? What do I need?
You're going to want to put this in the sun, maybe by your Asclepias, maybe by your Gerber daisies. Sun patience. It's sun loving. Put it, I will tell you, it likes the sun, but it is so easy to grow. It's drought resistant.
Oh, nice.
Can you imagine that in a container? It's
That's
like
why
you
you
don't
put
have to
it near
water
the
it every
mailbox
day.
so you don't have to.
I don't have to drag the hose out there. I'd never go out that's far away from me.
I think the rest of us feel that way too about our mailbox, even if it's not that far away.
You need something easy out there.
Exactly. The cone in when we get to fall.
Yeah, will be seeds in there that the birds will peck, so you don't have to cut it down. You can leave it, and you're helping nature. The wildlife.
Cool? So the birds will come and they'll eat the seeds then in the fall. I think that's kind of cool. And look, this is one.
That's one. Look how big it is. 4 to 5 inches across. They're stunning, and they're reliable. They're easy. And how long do they bloom? All summer, all fall.
All summer, all fall.
Yeah, and then
so
it comes
when would
back.
they start blooming?
As soon as you get it out of the box, you're going to have flowers coming right out.
Great point.
Yeah.
So the minute it arrives at your doorstep, and it'll come there exactly when it's time for you to put it in the ground. Could I put it in a container?
I grew mine in the container on my deck.
Do you?
Yeah. Besides the one in the mailbox, I have them. And if we can go through the images real quick, I'll show you Court sitting on our steps of the townhouse here in Westchester.
Ah, nice.
And so that is like summer, so you'll get an idea because the colors You'll see different pictures here of different colors. They actually change as the season goes on.
Oh, nice.
There's Co, works with the breeder, Rick Grazzini. This is right when it first came out. Look, he's so happy. He knows he's got a home run here.
Yeah, exactly. And our thanks to him for sharing.
Yes, for bringing it to us. Here it is in your garden, maybe with some cannas. Those hot colors really play off each other.
Cannas. Yeah.
This is something
That's
Stephanie could really
beautiful.
talk to you about.
I mean, look how big these flowers are. And there's just mounds of
4
them.
to 5 inches across.
All right,
There he
so
is.
here's
There's
Court.
Uncle Court.
Yeah.
That's our Westchester home, sitting on the step in a container next to some
Oh, I see the
alliums.
alliums,
So
yeah.
it's early summer there.
Wow. And then it'll stay all the way to the first frost.
It will, but this is the color change I was telling you about. Summer on the left by the
Okay.
Dubner,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the words are, and then fall on the other side.
Wow, that is even cooler. Oh,
Isn't that
absolutely
neat?
beautiful.
Yes, it's like it changes, it knows it's fall.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like how we change things up. You know, in the fall we bring out the pumpkins and all the orange, and the flower does that for you.
And
The
there was the
Minibeckia.
echinacea, maybe some marigolds. There's
Okay.
Sandra Bennett in our trial gardens. This thing is like an award winner every year. You can see that it looks good in the beginning of the trial gardens, and then 6 weeks after, at the end of them, it's still a winner.
How long does it take for something to go through the trial gardens? Like you bring something new in like this
We bring it in and we're going to trial it for 6 weeks.
for 6 weeks.
And
Okay.
a lot of things look great the first week, and you think, oh, I got a winner.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
come back week 5 or 6 and you're going, ooh, that one's much better. So you have to judge
Okay.
them every week.
Oh, wow.
And then you
That's
know which
cool.
is the best.
Well, you brought us the best here, M95109. The newest version, 14,000 have been sold since this debuted February
Wow.
24th. 14,000. And add to that, because a lot more just went out the door. So in case you missed it,